If you've been doing sit-ups every night, cutting carbs, maybe even skipping meals, and your belly still won't budge, I need you to hear this. It's not your fault, and it's not about willpower. There's a hidden reason belly fat refuses to leave, and almost nobody explains it properly. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's working against you, and exactly what to do instead. Hey, welcome back to Healthy by Choice. Today, we're breaking down one of the most frustrating topics in health: stubborn belly fat. We're going to cover why it forms in the first place, which everyday foods are quietly feeding it, why it's so much harder to lose than fat anywhere else on your body, and, most importantly, the small, sustainable changes that actually work without extreme diets or hours at the gym. Let's get into it. First, let's clear something up. Belly fat isn't just extra fat that landed there. There are two very different types sitting in that area. Right under your skin, you've got subcutaneous fat. That's the soft, pinchable layer. But deeper in, wrapped around your organs, there's visceral fat. And visceral fat behaves almost like its own hormone-producing organ. It releases inflammatory chemicals into your bloodstream, and research has linked higher levels of it to increased risk for heart issues and insulin resistance. So why does your body choose to store fat there specifically? A few key reasons. Cortisol, your stress hormone, plays a huge role. When you're chronically stressed, whether from work, poor sleep, or just daily overwhelm, your body pumps out cortisol, and cortisol is directly linked to fat storage around the midsection. Then there's insulin resistance. Every time you eat something high in refined sugar, your body releases insulin to manage your blood sugar. Over time, if this happens too often, your cells can become less responsive to insulin, and your body starts storing more fat, particularly around the belly, as a result. And finally, hormonal shifts with age, especially during perimenopause and menopause for women, and declining testosterone for men, change how and where your body stores fat. This is part of why belly fat can creep in during your 30s and 40s, even if your habits haven't changed much at all. Now here's where it gets interesting, because some of the foods feeding your belly fat are ones you probably don't even suspect. Refined sugar and sugary drinks are the biggest offenders. Sodas, sweetened coffees, even fruit juices. They spike your blood sugar fast, and any excess gets stored, often right around your midsection. Refined carbs, white bread, white pasta, most packaged snacks, behave almost identically to sugar once your body breaks them down. They digest fast, spike insulin, and leave you hungry again within an hour or two, which leads to overeating later. Alcohol deserves its own mention. Beyond the calories, alcohol gets prioritized by your liver for processing before fat, which means any fat you've eaten around the same time is more likely to get stored rather than burned. That's part of the real story behind the phrase beer belly. And then there are ultra-processed foods in general, the stuff with long ingredient lists you can't quite pronounce. These are often engineered to be hyper-palatable, meaning they override your natural fullness signals, so you eat more without realizing it. None of this means these foods are forbidden. But when they make up the majority of your diet, they create the exact hormonal environment that makes belly fat storage more likely. Quick pause. If this is actually connecting some dots for you, hit subscribe now, because next we're getting into the real reason belly fat is so stubborn compared to fat anywhere else on your body. And trust me, this next part changes how you'll approach this completely. Here's the part most people never get told. Visceral fat, the deep belly fat, is actually metabolically stubborn by design. Because it's tied so closely to cortisol and insulin, your body tends to hold onto it as a kind of emergency energy reserve, especially if it perceives ongoing stress, whether that's genuinely stressful or your body is underslept, underfed, or overexercising. Your body doesn't know the difference between stressful deadline and stressful diet. It just senses stress, and stress-driven fat loss from the belly is one of the last things your body wants to let go of. There's also the myth of spot reduction. No amount of crunches or ab workouts will specifically burn fat from your stomach. Your body decides where it pulls fat from based on genetics and hormones, not based on which muscle you're working. This is honestly one of the most common reasons people feel like they're doing everything right but seeing zero results in that area specifically. And then there's sleep. Poor sleep, even just 1 or 2 bad nights, has been shown to increase cravings for high sugar, high fat foods the next day, and chronically, poor sleep is linked to higher cortisol and more visceral fat storage over time. It's genuinely one of the most underrated factors in this whole equation. Okay, here's what actually helps, and none of it requires extreme dieting or 2-hour gym sessions. First, prioritize protein and fiber at each meal. They keep you fuller for longer, stabilize blood sugar, and naturally reduce how much you snack on the refined stuff we talked about earlier. Think eggs, lentils, beans, Greek yogurt, and plenty of vegetables. Second, move more in small, consistent ways. A 20-30 minute daily walk, especially after meals, has been shown to support healthy blood sugar levels and reduce fat storage over time. No gym membership required. Third, manage stress intentionally. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day of deep breathing, a short walk outside, or simply stepping away from screens can meaningfully lower cortisol levels over time. Fourth, protect your sleep. Aim for a consistent bedtime and try to get 7 to 8 hours. This alone can shift your hunger hormones and cravings within just a few days. And fifth, strength training, even just 2 to 3 times a week. Building muscle improves how your body handles insulin and blood sugar, which directly supports reducing that stubborn visceral fat over time. None of these require perfection. The goal isn't to overhaul your entire life overnight. It's to stack small, consistent habits that work with your hormones instead of against them. That's the real, sustainable path here. So to sum it up, belly fat isn't about laziness or lack of willpower. It's about hormones, stress, sleep, and the everyday foods quietly working against you. The good news? Once you understand why it's happening, the small changes we just covered become so much more effective. If this helped you see things differently, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment letting me know which change you're starting with first. It genuinely helps this video reach more people who need to hear it. Thanks for watching Healthy by Choice. I'll see you in the next one.